Now that we know what type of inputs are available and how we can leverage tokens, let's take a closer look at each type of input. We'll begin with the time range input. It doesn't matter whether a dashboard is created from the menu or by running a search. It will always contain a global time range picker. However, you can add more through the input menu. We select the input to open the configuration panel on the right. At the top, we have an option to change the name displayed for the input, followed by the token name, which by default will be global_time. We can also change what the default value should be for the time range picker. If we typically display monthly statistics, the value can be set to the last 30 days instead of the last 24 hours. That way, our users don't have to change it every time they load the dashboard. At the bottom of the configuration panel, we expand the code window to see the JSON source code for this particular input. Type displays input.timerange, which is what you'll see for any time range input added to the dashboard, regardless of how many you have. The token global_time is the name of the token that will store the value. Default value is the value of the input if no other selection is made. If you ever forget what these two values represent, you can hover over them in the visual editor and a box will appear with a short description. Last, title represents the title of the input. The code menu also displays the input ID, which for the default time range picker added will always be input global TRP for time range picker. For a better understanding of how the time range input token is utilized across the dashboard, let's switch to the source editor. We can find the exact same code we were looking at previously displayed under Inputs. Notice the global time token is automatically added under the Defaults section. It is consumed for both earliest and latest, which get appended to the token name. If we were to return to the visual editor and replace the existing time range picker with a new one, looking at the source code now, the input has a brand new token name. We would need to examine the source code and update all occurrences of the old token name. If ever a secondary time range picker is necessary, such as a time range picker that only affects one visualization rather than the entire dashboard, the visual editor makes it quick and easy to select which token you'd like to use.